to BW Business World. Today we are here at Gurugram chapter of Indian Business Literature Festival, where business meets wisdom. I have with me Mr. Kumar Vikram Singh, who is chairman of Central Association of Private Security Industry. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
Today we will be discussing about your book, The Protectors. How, in your opinion, the whole private security sector has evolved in the last couple of years? You have been in the industry for so long. What would you say? How has it evolved?
So this is an incredible story of growth, in the sense that today we are 1 crore people, 10 million people working as a security officers, security guards, and we are the world's largest private security force. What else? And I say what, right from 2005 to now, 23, the growth is phenomenal. And also keeping in mind that its annual growth is 22% and shortfall is 30%. Now, huge demand, greater opportunity for young people to become security professionals, and that's the growth, incredible.
Your book is a collection of experiences, stories, and how employees and entrepreneurs in this particular sector has evolved and transformed their professions. It also talks about some of the major struggles they face, they witness every day, right? What are some of the major struggles or challenges they face according to you?
See, major challenge in any case is to provide a proper security to your clients and to the people. That's the challenge. In an environment, where the police is now terror-centric and the community safety has taken a foot back. That's why you find lots of women security problem, child security, thieves, this and all that, because things are changed. Absolutely not. So, in order to provide that kind of security, you need highly professional trained people, and we don't have. This is a major challenge. There are people standing there, they're guarding it, they are half trained, they're not full trained. So the idea is that in case we are in the process now, making them more professional, trained and all that, but the strength is huge. Say how to train 1 crore of people out of 1 crore people, there may be say about 30% trained, and rest of the 70% are not that trained. So this becomes a very challenge, if case you can provide a 100% secure environment for people to live and prosper, but you have those shortfalls, and this shortfall or challenge is being faced by everybody. Is faced by the company, is faced by the security guard also.
That's right.
But by and large, the progress is very good, and we do meet challenges. We do get a lot of a different situation to handle, and we handle those situations.
That's right.
And
as you rightly said, upskilling and skilling is one area of focus where the industry needs to pay attention to, because there is a huge strength of people who are available to the profession, to the industry, but they are still not that trained what we expect it to. According to you, a security personnel should be like an ideal one. What 3 qualities, or what, let's say, 5
not qualities, I tell you.
What's needed to be
the best one? Yes, needed is that we are in the process now, once again, when the Private Security Agency Regulation Act was enacted, it's very much mentioned mandatory that person should go under training for 160 hours. Now, 160 hours is almost a 1 month's training, which is not sufficient, sufficient to make person a professional. Now, we have gone a step further, which is one of the best steps we have taken, Government of India has taken, that we have now finalized the Bureau of Indian Standard, BIS standard for the private security. Now, BIS standards is BIS is a government body. So, BS and CAPC and some other stakeholders, we get together, formed a panel. I was made chairman of the panel. How we can, upskill, how we can bring those standardized services delivery system to our client and public. So that is one wonderful that has happened, because we are not training our people as per the international standard. It's called ISO 8788. Now that is an international standard. So once these people have undergone that standards training, then we will be a world class. Not only we provide a better security, reliable security in India, but also abroad also.
If I can talk about your journey of writing this book particularly, how was that, and what was the inspiration behind writing this book? I know that it's a compilation of stories and experiences you had in your career and your leadership, but what excited you?
Excited is that, there was no association. I mean, this was most fragmented, profession or a business, and ultimately the government brought a legislation, and in that legislation there was lots of do and don'ts. Don't do this kind. It's become licensing. Now, once you get into licensing regime, then you're going to face all kind of challenges from the government and the regulators. So that was a time I thought that in case at this time we do not form a formidable, wonderful democratic organization to take care of our own interests and challenges and represent as an advocacy body with the government in case we face those challenges. Now, after all, government is the one who's going to give some kind of relief. Then we started this CAPC movement. And it is a big story. This book is just a story of CAPC and how we formed it, under what circumstances we decided to form this, and how I brought everybody from pan-India, larger company to smaller companies, sit on a same table, because they never used to see eye to eye each other, because they all are competitors. Somebody was stealing your business and he was stealing somebody else's business. So they were competitors. But I brought them on a single platform, and not only at the central level, we went to the state, every state. This act, the Private Security Agency Regulation Act, although it's a federal act, but it is governed by a state government. So when you have governed by the state government, there was a controlling authority to control all the private security agency operating in that state. So we set up the state chapters also. Imagine going all the way to various states, finding people who I've never met in my life, motivate them, be okay, join us, and it was a great effort, So that's how the CAPC grew, and we almost now we call it a band of brotherhood. So for the last about 17 years, every year, twice in a year, we meet each other, we exchange our notes, gain more knowledge about the latest technology or operations. Then I go to each state also every year, and then motivate them that how they should now change their business philosophies, how they set up more training center, how they should work for the welfare of the security guard, for their family. Is a passion, is a passion. I'm a soldier, so I left army. So earlier the idea was to defend the country from outside, and now is to defend country within.
Lovely. That's your dedication towards the movement and how towards bringing a change or make a huge impact. You also authored 7 volumes. Oh my God! World Encyclopedia of Security Science and Management. Tell us more about this.
Oh, it's again a very long story, because I realized that in a time to come, you will need not only the former army people, former police people, or young people. You will require thousands and thousands of security professionals, young people. Now, for young people, where to study this science of security and management? They don't teach in any of the IMNs, ITIs, or all that. So then I thought of that in a next 10 years, we will plan to set up 1 or 2 universities in India. Then when you start universities, you start courses like in BA in science or MBA in security sciences and all that. Where are the books? So then I started working on encyclopedia. That's how we brought all the knowledge of the world into those 7 books. And then to move forward, we created 2 universities as a part of my campaign. I managed to convince the government and the the home ministers and the prime minister that time will come when you will need not only ex-Fauji's, you must motivate young graduates, those who are NCC B certificate or C certificate, to come and join security, because security scenario is going to change. It's not a normal chowkidar standing outside. It's a security within. Guarding is only 20% of the security. There are other areas of security. Absolutely, corporate intelligence. Many things are in the security. So this book is, this volume was needed for a student to study. So, कोई किताब ही नहीं थी देश में, तो वो भी जुम्मा मैंने अपने ऊपर ले लिया कि I write the books. Then I motivate government to create universities, which I managed, and now in all those, now with 3 universities rather, and all 3 universities, the young boys and girls, they are undergoing structured education programs in BA in private, BA in security, MBA in security. So those young people I see so happy, they are the one who's going to really take care of the internal security.
One thing I personally think about again and again when it comes to security sector, young people, when it comes to this profession, sometimes find it less respectable job. I don't know why there is a notion in our back of our heads. What is your one message of motivation to the young people who do you think who have the potential to come and join this sector industry and then ensure the security within?
See, message was that they should now understand the security is no more what I said, like a chowkidar standing or like it on the gate. There's a lot of other area where there's a cyber security, there's a aviation security, there's a hospital security, there's a transport security. There are so many domains in the security where you are not required to wear a uniform, only put on any attire you like to do, but you have to be very expert. Like in this hotel, you will not find who is a security man. They're moving around in a different in uniform or whatever there's a prescribed, but they are getting very good salary. Each security manager is getting 1 lakh plus. So people are joining now, and but there is a challenge for the security guards, those who are working in RWAs. So these are very poor people from villages. They are not economically very strong. So like we have our own social system, that we look down upon those poor people. गरीब के हैं जी, कहाँ इसको थप्पड़ मार दो. There are many such incidents, not realizing कि आपके घर को, आपकी body को, आपके पूरे locality को, they are securing it. When you sleep, they walk, they make sure that nothing happens. पर लोग उसको respect नहीं करते हैं. So this is a very big challenge for us to create that respectability. So in that, we are making some changes in their salary structure, so they become little more financially, stronger, and then young people, those who are even from the rural area, they should come. I mean, if the security guard is getting 50,000 rupees, anybody will come and join. If his working environment is good. No, working environment like in hospitals, in malls, in cinemaplexes, in other places, in airport, you see now they have started taking the private security in the airport. They look better than the CISF. This is so smart. They're getting good salary. So this will change. I mean, says ultimately,
Will it take some more time?
It will take say about another 2 years time. They should know that we are their protectors.
Lovely. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this conversation.